So we're going to go through the sounds quickly. Ready? Everybody see it? Okay, remember the B. Let's trace it 3 times. Ready? B. Look at this. B. B. Try to use 2 fingers when you do your tracing, okay? Ooh. Ooh. Can you guys say ooh? Okay. Try not to put the U's on it. Let's flip them, make them shorter. Good. I think some of these are squishy. No, maybe not. R, r, r. So we don't really want to say ruh, but r, r. Like a real short one. Like ruh-roh. Good. You did the short and the long. Very good. Excellent. At the end of the word. Very good. Feels like these are getting stuck, but I guess they're just good. And then in the middle of the word. There you go. F-E. Right. So the short sound first, then the long. Short, long. Okay. We're back to the beginning. You guys did a very good job. All right. So now open your books up, please. Open the book to the next clean page. Let's go ahead and put 10 on your level. Where it says level, write the number 10, please. 1 and a 0. Very good. Now put your finger on the number 2, the spell sound section. Okay? And I'm going to tell you the sound. You're going to repeat the sound and then you're going to write it, right? Okay. So listen carefully. Are you ready? Ah. Okay. D. I. You guys are doing pretty good. So I'm gonna pretend here after this one that somebody made a mistake. Okay, so let's do the next one. Okay, you guys are on it. But we're gonna pretend I saw something here. I see. I wanted Z. Can you say Z? Okay. What letter makes the Z sound? Z. Okay. So if you have this, mark it out and put Z. Now everybody, even those of you that got it correct, let's write Z 2 more times on the same line. So all of you, because everybody got it right, write it 2 more times for extra practice. Okay? Oh, try to write it on the same line because we're going to need those lines for other ones. So next time just write it on the same line, okay? All right? Excellent. So that's how you would do the error correction in that section. Ah, and the next sound is ah. Very good. Okay. Well, because he had the Z He put his Z down there. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to write your answers on those lines down there below. How do you write long A at the end of a word? Write that on that next line. How do you write the long A sound at the end of a word? Long A at the end of a word. Okay, so I see A. I wanted long A at the end of a word. How do we spell long A when we hear it most of the time? How do we say A? How do we spell A when we hear it at the end of a word? A-Y, very good. So if you have A, mark it out and write A-Y. Okay? So write A-Y. Okay, now everybody, let's write A-Y-A 2 more times for extra practice. A. So when you hear the A sound at the end of a word, most of the time you will spell it A-Y. Okay, excellent. All right, and I'm going to ask you one more today, one more question. How do you spell long E in the middle of a word? When you hear that E in the middle of the word, what is the most common way you would spell it? Let's wait. We're waiting for everybody to get it down. And I'm just checking your books. Okay, so sometimes if there's hesitation, we'll count that as an error. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. So, how do you spell E in the middle of the word? E. Okay, then why didn't you? Okay, you did write it. Okay, E. So let's go ahead for extra practice, because we had a little bit of a hesitation, so it doesn't hurt to do extra practice when you see that. Sometimes that's counted as an error. Okay, and let's write that 2 more times for extra practice. E says E in the middle of a word. One more time. E says E in the middle of a word. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Alright, so we're going to quickly do a little bit of this ball toss game. Now, I saw somebody do this in kind of a neat way where they just kind of did an air toss. If you don't want people touching something, these guys have already sanitized their hands, so I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to say a word. Are you listening? I know. I think
we use that a lot at first. It's fine.
Okay.
The ball rolls more, so that's the safer one there.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to throw a word or throw the ball to you. I'm going to say a word, and you're going to tell me what sound you hear in the middle of the word. Okay. Pup. Sound you hear in the middle of the word. There we go. Okay. Need. What sound do you hear in the middle? E. Good. You got it good on it. Fog. Good. Tub. Okay. Beef. Seam. Good. Read. Sorry. Okay. Very good. And ham. Okay. What's the sound? That's the letter, but what's the sound? Ah. Okay, very good. And you could go and do this a little bit longer, but for time's sake, I want to make sure we get through everything. Okay. So now we're going to do the read words portion of our lesson. So let's go to okay. I'm gonna put a couple of these in front of you. That way I can just go around.
Some of us they do this with a pen or pencil.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well I might mix it up. You can do this a lot of different ways, and they're all okay. All right, so I'm gonna have everybody, we're gonna read like the first 2 rows together, and then I'm gonna have you guys read a couple of rows individually, okay? So let me do this. So look at me. All right, together. Okay, let's trace. That's a D. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong page. I didn't flip mine, I flipped everybody else's. All right, let's try. No, I think yours is. That's it, you flipped it that way. There we go, okay, good. Deep. Deed. Heel. All right, so now I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna individually go through and punch them for you guys, just so we know that everybody can see what I'm, seed. Sorry, I can't hear you. This one. P, there we go. Now when we see 2, there you go, there you go. So the error correction for this section will be trace. So let's trace this word, okay? So look at the word, and then we're gonna write D-E-E-D. Okay, we'll trace it, right? D-E-D-D. D-E-D-D. Everybody trace it. 2 fingers. D-E-D-D. 3 times. Okay, it's easy to get the B's and the D's mixed up, but that's a double E, so we'll say an E. All right, I'm going to do a couple on the row just to make it quicker with each one. Okay. That's a B. Say that one again. You see an L in there? C. Okay, so let's all trace C. Everybody put your finger underneath C, and let's trace C. E, C. E, C. You need to trace it with 2 fingers while looking at it. E, C. 2 fingers. E, C. Okay? Alright, 2 more for me real quick. Very good. And let's have you do this row. Column. That's a D. Okay, let's do D again. That's the second person. So let's do D. D. E. D. D. Everybody tracing. Everybody tracing. D. E. D. 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 E. D. 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 E. D. 3 times. Okay? Alright, what is that again? Okay, very good. Okay, so now we're on on to the spell word section. Let me take this from you guys for just a second. So open your books back up. All right, and then point to number 4. This is where we're going to write these. Now remember, I will say the word, you'll repeat the word, touch spell the word, then write it. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
First word, met.
Met.
Met. First touch spell before you write. Now remember, when you touch spell, are you guys all right-handed? Looks like it.
He's the lefty.
He's the lefty. So remember, you do it with your thumb, but you with pinky. Okay? All right. We'll go ahead and write it now. Okay, this is meat. Okay? Can we say met? Okay, how would we spell met?
M-E-T.
Hang on. Can someone tell me how you spell met?
M-E-T.
Okay, so if you had meat,
Meat.
cross it out and write met. Okay? So if you had meat, cross it out and write met. Okay, now everybody write met 2 more times for extra practice. Et.
Met.
Et. Okay, I know we just started using the double E in the middle of the word, but this said the eh sound, so we just used 1 E. Okay? All right, next word. Listen carefully. Remember to repeat, touch spell, then write. Okay? Day.
Day.
Touch spell.
D-A.
No, that's tracing, honey. So touch spell. Let me see your hand. Use your pinky. A. Okay? You just do the sound. A. Okay? Then you may write it. So it should be like this. Day. And then you would go A. Okay, just the sound. You only touch spell the sounds. Okay, let's fix that. That looks like a B. Okay. Just cross that, yeah. Sometimes if it's just a reversal, we just do a quick fix. Okay, next word. Are you guys ready? Now I want you to listen. I'm going to model it because I want you guys to remember to do the touch spelling. Okay? So the word is seed. You're going to say seed. Then you're going to go E-D. Then write.
E-D.
Seed. Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're starting with this middle finger. So E-D. Okay, so start with your thumb. Let me see, what hand are you writing with? Okay, so you're right-handed, so you need to touch spell with this hand. And start with your pinky. E-D. There you go. Sometimes sometimes it's good to have them hold the pencil because they'll drop it and then you forget what hand they write with. Very good. Excellent. Okay, next one. This is a sight word. Does not sound out. Okay? So I'm going to model this. Of. You guys say of. Don't write. Then you're going to say the letters. I'm not going to say it because it'll tell you what it is. And then write it. Of. It doesn't. Okay, next word. Nap. Say nap, don't write. Nap, and then touch spell. Then write it. Okay, good. Okay, can you read that to me? Okay, so you just said, and what did I want? Nap.
Oh, I thought you said.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, so just cross that out. Excellent. Okay, next word. Everybody listen.
Yeah.
10. 10. Then Now you can't just do it like this. I know they do that in the kind of the Sunday videos, but Oregon Gillingham wants you to tap it on the table so that you touch something. Nope. Other hand. Other hand. Because you write with that one. Use your other hand. And then pinky first. Perfect. You're right, because that's how you do it with your thumb. You've got yours right. Okay, next one. Mop. Pinky. Because that's how you read words. Okay. Okay. All right, so now let's go back. I think everybody got that last one. And together, let's read the list of words that we have just written. Okay, everybody together. Put your finger on the top word. Ready, let's read. Met. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to the spell words, phrases, and sentences section. Okay? So I'm going to say a sentence. Then you're going to repeat the sentence. You're going to tap out one word per finger, okay? And I'll kind of show you as a reminder. So, the first sentence is, fix the rug. Repeat it. Fix the rug. Now, don't write. Now tap it. Fix the rug. Fix the rug. Now write it. Make sure you use correct capitalization and punctuation. Oh, I like somebody's using their finger to get spacing. Okay. If you're finished, check to make sure you have the right capitalization and ending marks. Do you have the correct capitalization and ending marks? Okay. Well, okay. I see this. Sorry, I'm squishing this together on here. Fix the rug. Okay, what do we need to change at the beginning of this sentence? We need to make this a capital letter, okay? So you can just do that above or below it, or cross it out to correct it. Okay, because we always use a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence. Okay, and everybody seemed to have the period, so we're good with that. Now next one, remember, I will say it, you repeat it, you tap it out, then you write it. Are you ready? Okay. Let's try. Can I feed the pup? Repeat it first. Can I feed the pup? And then, can I feed the pup? Okay, so you know you have to have 5 words. Can I feed the pup? feed the pup? Can I feed the pup? Can I feed the pup? All right, now everybody, I want you to take a look. This is how we check cats. So, do you have the correct capitalization
Yes.
in your, don't tell me orally, just check it. All right, is it accurate? Do you have the right number of words? Do you have 5 words in your sentence? Check it. Okay. Do you have the correct punctuation? Is the ending mark correct? Yes. Are you sure? And then spelling. Do you have the correct spelling? Okay. All right. So I see. Okay. So some people they corrected some of the errors they saw, which is good. Okay. So in some of the sentence I see this. Can I feed the pup? Can anybody tell me what the error is?
Feed. Ooh, that people added a T.
They put a T. So if you put a T, cross that out and write feed. It's hard for me to write upside down. Okay. And then, can I feed the pup? Can somebody tell me what kind of a sentence that is? A what?
Asking someone to.
An asking question. So if it's an asking sentence, what do we need at the end of the sentence?
A question mark.
A question mark. And some of you, if you didn't have a question mark, you need to put that in right now.
I do not know how to do this.
Okay? So you knew that was a question, so make sure you put a question mark in there to correct that. That's a period. Make it a question mark, like this. Yeah. I just put it above it. There you go. Okay? Just like that. Okay? Very good. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our new sound. Alright, so now we're on to sound card 26, which is W, which says W as in wagon. So everybody put their pins in their book. You're getting ahead. You're going ahead, and I don't want you to. Put your pen in your book, please. Okay. Can you say what?
Whoa.
And the key word for what is wagon.
Wagon.
Now I kind of added a little bit more to it. It should be more like what. You guys say what?
Whoa.
Okay. And the key word is wagon. So I want you to trace W 3 times on the table. Ready? And I want you to say what. 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 Okay? Now I want you to write it while saying what 3 times in the Introduce New Material section of your student notebook. And I want you to trace over the ones you wrote and say it at the same time. So get your pen and write what? What? Right here in this section. Okay? 3 times on those little bitty lines. Yep, right there. Perfect. And say what? Okay? Okay. Alright, so we are going to read some W words. I'm going to just go through real quick with you. Read some of these words to me.
One, wax, and wet, you, weak, is, wit, eat,
Good. B? Like, woo. Okay, for you. Yeah, you got that one. Remember, what does that say when it's in the middle of the word? Perfect. I think here's the last part. Okay, there's not an H on there, so let's trace it. It. Trace it. Trace it. No, keep the same hand, the hand you write with. So it would be that one, right? Okay. When you say the sound, wit. Okay, do it again. Wit. Wit. What does it say? Wit. Okay, one more and then on the next person. Okay. Very good. Okay, so now we're gonna spell some words down here in this new sound section. Okay, are you ready? And just like what we did in spell words, you're gonna repeat the word, touch spell, and then you're gonna write it. Okay? So first word, listen carefully. Don't write yet. Remember, repeat, touch spell, then write. Okay, ready? Win. Win. Then write. Good. Next word, wax. Repeat. Wax. Wax. Honey, pinky first. Pinky first. And go down. Put them up and down on the column. There you go. Right here. Wax. Well, today we're gonna this way. Usually doesn't matter, but. Very good. Okay, next one. Oh. Okay. You did. You caught yourself. Okay. Okay. I saw wax. I don't think this is how it looks on this one. I wanted wax. Okay. So or So what letter makes the sound? A. Trying to write backwards, it's not working well. Okay. So make your correction. Okay. All right, next word. Everybody listen. Wet. Wet. Touch spell your pinky first. What? No, you need to stop. Touch. There we go. Okay, make sure you touch the table, not just do it in the air. No. Other hand. Pinky first. What? That's okay. Good. Next word. Listen carefully. Wheat. Wheat. Repeat it. Pinky first. Pinky. Let me see. On the table. Perfect. Repeat it back to me. Touch spell it. Wheat. Okay, so you need to listen carefully. Okay, let's just rewrite the word instead of writing the P 3 times. You need to listen carefully because I think you're hearing things and Okay, so just cross out if you have weed and put wheat. And I don't even. Okay, so let's trace this. So let's see it. I want you to look at it on the board. Okay, and I want you to trace it. Wheat. Okay, everybody trace with me, please. Wheat. Okay. Right, next word. Remember, repeat, touch spell, then write. Wig. Perfect. And way. Say the word first. Way. Good job. Now touch spell. Touch spell with the other hand. This is so you can write. Yes. What A? So that's so you can touch spell and write at the same time. Way.
Oh, what are they so lame?
Way.
Yes, we just crossed out the
Okay,
word.
so right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna read the words that we just wrote. Can we all put our finger on the first one we wrote, and let's go down the columns and read together. Ready? When, wax, wet. Weed, wig, way. And there, I think I forgot, I knew I'd forget one thing. We didn't read these sentences back, did we? Or did we? No. So let's go back and read those sentences out loud together. Ready? Fix a rug. Okay, read this. Perfect. All right, so now we're to the read aloud section. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do our reading script. So I'm going to go to each person, and you're going to read part of the reading script. Can you read that to me?
The list is.
Oh, read what's in the window, honey. Sorry.
Tell the dog not to make yes it lip.
Yip. Yip.
Oh,
When a
yip.
dog's like yip, 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 you know, real high pitched, they call that yipping. The dog is yipping. Okay?
Tell the dog.
Tell the dog not to yip.
Next can see a red van.
Okay.
Baby dad says yes to him. Beth ran and ran.
Okay, I'm going to have you do another one real quick, and I'll go this way.
Kid had and with the big hen.
Good.
He will get hot if he is rush.
What's it say? Okay, let's sound it out. I can't hear you though. Did you say runs? Okay, it's hard to hear. Okay, so let's do the whole thing together again. Or you do it.
Will get hot if he runs.
Very good.
That's it. Mix it up. Set the jug in the box.
Good. Oh, you know what? Let's do two with you.
They no. Let Jim get 10 the egg bags.
Bags. It's okay to sound the words out and then say them as a whole word if you're unsure. It's fine. The okay. Okay. We do have a couple more. That was over. And that's the end of it. Okay, go ahead and put your pens in your books, or however she has you do that, and then close your books up. Okay, you do whatever you normally do. And I'll collect them.